Hello and a warm welcome to our session on the postgraduate study options. Today we'll be talking about the MSc International Business and its various pathways. My name is Edel Griffin. I am the course director based at our Magee campus in the Northwest in the beautiful city and historic city of Derry. And I suppose over the next 30 minutes, I hope to introduce to you, I suppose, the options for you if you are considering postgraduate qualifications. And really to, I suppose, to show you an overview of the MSc International Business and how we think it would, be a great course for you to continue your education if you are a recent graduate. It's a great conversion course. And also if you are a part-time employee and you wish to upskill, reskill, or change your career, certainly the MSc in International Business will give you a lot of options to move forward with your career into the future. So I suppose I'll go through the presentation, and if you've any questions, by all means use the chat box to just input your questions or queries, and again, I leave some time at the end as well for asking questions. So I hope you'll find this an informative session. So as I say, today we're looking at the MSc International Business. This is an established course that has been running at Ulster University Magee campus for over 20 years. So it's a long established course. And we also have a number of pathways that you can look at. So you can do the MSc International Business full-time. You can do it part-time. You can do distance learning, which means that you do not have to be on campus at classes at a specific time. So that's really flexible, particularly maybe if you're located elsewhere in the world. We have a lot of people from the Northwest who are actually studying online, but maybe in other cities in the world. And again, we have students who've never been to Ulster, but are also studying as well. So it's a great qualification if you're based internationally and you want to study on a distance learning capacity. So that's available. And we also then offer the International Business with data analytics. So that's a new development for our course. Really, that whole move around data analytics is very important as managers, that you can understand, I suppose, concepts of data analytics and how they can be used in the international business field. Again, that course can be done full-time, part-time, and distance learning. And finally, we offer the MSc International Business with HRM. So again, looking at that whole area of people and culture and resourcing in terms of the organization and how we can best lead and manage the people who make all of our work better in organizations, who make work happen in organizations, and particularly in the international dimension, it'll be looking at the cultural implications as well of working across locations and global companies. As well, we have an advanced practice pathway, and I'll go into that in more detail, but really what that means is it's really good for graduates who are leaving with their undergrad degree. And for example, say if you want to do your master's in international business, well, you can take the advanced practice pathway, which gives you accredited experience working with or for a business or on a consulting project. So once you complete your MSc International Business with advanced practice, then that gives you the option then, it gives you some work experience as well, which a lot of our employers like. So a lot of options there for you. And again, what we would say is pick the option that's best for you. So if you're coming into college from completing your undergrad degree, then perhaps the full-time or the advanced practice option is best for you. It continues that full-time learning experience. If you are working, then the part-time option might be useful. So you can do that on campus or you can do it via distance learning. So there's options there. And then if you're located throughout the globe and again, you're working, the distance learning version part-time might be useful. And I should add also, you can do the distance learning full-time as well. So lots of options. Anyway, I'll take you through them. Okay, so I suppose starting at a broad level, so really what are the benefits of studying at UU? And I know there's other webinars there that you can log into that will give details about UU, so I'm not going to go into the details on that. I'm really doing an overview of what are the benefits of studying at Ulster University. Well, we have a long track record of a delivering education from the Northwest region. This is a region that is synonymous, has a long, long tradition of learning, of education, of high quality education. So our location is very much, I suppose, we're embedded in a culture of education, literature, reading, arts, all of that there, particularly where we are, and business also being very important with that. So UU has, I suppose, in our Biggie location, so we've excellent conversion courses if you want to change your career, and the MSc International Business would be one of those. So you don't have to have a business undergrad degree, you can come from other disciplines, and many people come onto the course who want to get that management qualification that underpins, I suppose, their experience, their role as managers, and validates that experience, and this qualification will enable you to do that. So it's great for that. And if you want a career change, and let's be honest, business is pervasive, it's universal. So no matter what function you're working in or what discipline you're working in, at the end of the day, business skills and management skills are very important in terms of making those, achievable, real planned, having a strategic focus, and how to expand globally. All those things are very important, no matter what discipline you work in. Again, benefits of studying at UU. So it really is important to get a competitive edge in employment. So again, we'll go into the details of that. A master's qualification is very important for that. It gives you personal fulfillment. It really does. And it opens your eyes, and it gives you a lot of opportunity to research topics that you're interested in and fields that you want to go in. So we've designed our coursework to allow you that space to be able to get personal fulfillment and to go after those areas that you're interested in. And we do a lot a lot through research projects. So I currently have a number of students who are just working on projects that they're really passionate about, and it gives you the opportunity to work in that environment. Another fulfilling opportunity of learning with us at UU is we're very mindful of ensuring that we have business informed courses. So we allow a lot of engagement between guest speakers and industry professionals, and also that peer learning in itself in the classroom or online. It's that group learning, that group sharing of knowledge and information is very, very important. But at the end of it, you do leave personally fulfilled. You've widened and expanded your mind in terms of knowledge on the topic area, and you leave with a confidence then in terms of I suppose your ability then to move into that area for your own personal development and your career. We're also taught by experts. So I have already said that our course has been delivered for the last over 20 years, and from that we have developed a really strong base of researchers and academics who really develop and deliver their training, whether it's from applied projects or research-based projects. We have a very dynamic team who are very passionate about international business, very passionate about students. We're a really strong teaching institution, but very much informed by everything that's going around us at the minute. And our location, if you're not familiar with the location, so we're located actually, I suppose we're the closest city, UK city, to the EU. So basically the EU, being County Donegal, is about 4 miles down the road. So we have grown up working across borders, working across different jurisdictions, and everything that comes with that. So that's kind of part of how we live in this region. So it's very, very important, to look at the underpinning on that as well, and look as well at the opportunities that can be gained as well from living in such close proximity as well to different market systems. So that's very important. Now at UU as well, we have a very supported study environment. So we have a great team. We love teaching, we love our students. So from that, at the course level, you can be guaranteed that you will be given support. But on top of that, we have a fantastic student wellbeing team. We've great other activities on our campus life, our sports, our students' union are fantastic as well, and clubs and societies. I've recently had just a member from our global global and international business society who's really looking forward to getting to talk to new students on the program and how we can work together on that. So there's great societies here. You will be part of a community. That's one thing we can guarantee you. Again, in terms of the benefits of studying at UU, well, our qualifications are globally recognised. We have graduates working all across the globe in the top companies, and again, a UU qualification is a stamp of quality, and it is, it will prepare you for that further step then and progression into your career. And I've mentioned it already, we've great links with industry bodies and employers, and that's one thing. We work very closely with industry, from the large multinational organizations to the entrepreneurs wanting to set up global businesses here from this location in the Northwest. And we'll be able to share those experiences with you. Okay, so just quickly on to the quantifiable benefits of doing a postgraduate qualification. Well, it goes without saying, when you're on a shortlisting panel and you're applying for your job, so one of the things employers look for is, have you a postgraduate qualification? So it's really important. It helps, I suppose, you open gates. It helps you open doors. So it's an important thing to have. A lot of particularly multinational companies are looking for strong postgraduate level 7 qualifications. And what we mean, what's the difference in terms of a postgraduate qualification? Well, it's meaning that you have, I suppose, a more in-depth critical perspective on things. You're able to form and develop a lot of arguments. You're looking at different perspectives. You're able to, I suppose, develop your own views and to be able to use research to support that as well. So in terms of quantifiable, well, bottom line, the extra average amount a postgraduate earns compared to graduate colleagues is £7,000. So that's quite a significant amount, in terms of it, as I say, it opens you up to a different level of jobs and employment opportunities. Postgraduates are 21% more likely to be in high-skilled employment. Increased earnings. So data from the Department of Education has shown that earnings and employment rate in Northern Ireland increase in line really with education. And the sources of that information is there for your own just information. Okay, so Ulster offers for postgraduate study. So as I say, we're going to be looking at the MSc International Business. And one of the things that we're very proud of at the McGee campus is that we have listened to applicants and people who are interested in doing the course, and we have designed the course to suit the various needs. So if you're a graduate, as I say, coming in, we would recommend probably that you do the full-time course, campus-based. If you're in employment, we would recommend a part-time course. You can do that either on campus if you live locally, or by distance learning if you are not able to make it to campus. So that's really useful. All of our programs are offered on a full-time and part-time basis. So they're designed to meet your needs. It's not just one course, that's it, you've no take it or leave it. We have really designed the courses to meet the various needs of our learners, and we pride ourselves in that. And just be assured that we're constantly evolving and changing the course in collaboration with learners. So we always engage and ask, how is the course running? So it's always adaptable, and we do change to meet your needs. Again, Ulster offers flexible study levels. Either, again, you can come in and do a PG Cert, which means you would take 4 modules. If you want to do the PG Dip, you can do 8 modules and then go on then with your dissertation to do your MSc. Okay, one thing we're proud of in our course is that we work very closely with industry partners, as I say, locally, nationally, internationally. We do that. We have, as I say, we have a lot of graduates working across the globe who are always keen to feedback and give back to the course, which is brilliant. And we also work with professional networks as well. So we have a very strong partnership with the Institute of Export and International Trade, again running for over 20 years on our course, and again offers that industry specific knowledge that is really important to inform your learning. So applying to UU, and again, I know the wider university has offered other seminars on this, so I'm not going to go into too much detail. Important that you contact our admissions office for further information, but really it's easy to do. You apply at ulster.ac.uk. We don't have an official closing date, but what I would say for the MSc in International Business, we have limited places on our course. And I would suggest that by really the first week in September, if you want to start in September, you should apply at the latest by no later than the first week of September. Really, end of August, first week of September, get your application in. Remember, we also have a January intake, but I suppose the main intake takes place in September. And if you think about it, if you apply now, if you're doing it full time, you'll have 4 modules complete by December. If you're doing a part time, you'll have 2 modules complete by December. So set yourself a challenge. You know, if the time is right now, apply now and think about you'll have that all completed by December. So again, you can apply up to, I would say, the start of September. And if you've any queries, you can come to me, Griffin at e.griffin@ulster.ac.uk. My details are at the end of this presentation. One thing I would say, if you are applying online, just make sure that you have the form fully filled out. We sometimes spend a lot of time to-ing and fro-ing where bits of forms are missing and you haven't saved everything. So to avoid that time, just ensure that you're happy, that you've clicked all the boxes and ensure that you filled everything out as asked. Okay. Now, fees and finance. So in terms of our postgraduate courses, they start from 6,270. Now, remember, this is the 2021-22 rate. It will change again next year, but not until, September of next year. So this is the rate for this year. There are flexible payment options. If you are a UU student already, if you've completed a course through UU, you will be entitled to a 10% alumni discount, which is fantastic. If you pay your fees up front, you're entitled to a 5% discount. And again, loans are available. Again, and just check the Ulster website for that in terms of fees and finance, but there are loans available up to 5,500 again to help support you with the fees. Okay, so why study international business at Ulster? Well, the first thing I want to emphasize to you is the McGee campus is a community. So we are a community of learners across all disciplines. It's a lovely campus. It's a place where we get to know everyone. And it's a really encouraging, supporting place of learning. And I can't emphasize that enough. Our students always tell us being at the McGee campus is it is like a community. You're part of a community. So very often you might be walking down, maybe the stairwell or whatever, you might meet your lecturers and they'll stop and have a chat with you. That's the type of environment that you're in. It's a really friendly, open, welcoming place, and we're really proud of that at McGee. So you will join our community of learners. I have to say it's just a lovely, from experience, it's a lovely place to learn. It's a lovely place to work in terms of that community that we have. So we have an experienced academic team, which is research and practitioner led, which I've explained earlier. You will learn with your peers from all around the globe, and that's fantastic because we're able to bring such a range of students together in one place, and you will find the wealth of discussion then that takes place, that sharing of information, of knowledge, how things work in different countries, different jurisdictions, different cultural I suppose backgrounds. That sharing of information is really invaluable, and we do that then, we facilitate open discussions using then our management frameworks and techniques built around international business. So that to me is a real nugget of learning and sharing, and again, re-emphasizing that community of learning. We offer flexible block learning, and I'll show you how that works in the next slides. We have fantastic student support at all levels. So from the teaching team right through to our wellbeing team, our sports, our students union, there's a great wraparound service there for you. So, there's so many options for you. And I have to add, our library team are just so helpful, so fantastic, will help you, to navigate around all that system. So there's lots of supports there. And as I say, our industry industry as well will wrap around us. They're very supportive of this program. We've been delivering for over 20 years to both employees and for future employees if you haven't had experience. And it's a very highly sought after course. So very important for you to know that there's a lot of support there. What will you learn? Well, we're looking at management practice and perspectives of doing business within international markets and from that international lens. So again, the broad-based business topics that you will learn in any kind of management qualification, but we look at it from the lens of international business. So it's giving you that wider perspective in a way. So looking at people, culture, resources, marketing and sales, finance, policy, strategy, data analytics. So much there to cover. We also then have a really intensive research stream where then you can go and pick a topic that you're really passionate about and that maybe you want to develop your career in, maybe you want to set up a business. Well, you're afforded that opportunity then through our applied research project or dissertation to go and explore that as well, and you will have supervision to help you through that. Okay, so let's look at the nuts and bolts of the course. So the MSc International Business Straight is a full-time course. It's a part-time course. It can be taken via distance learning full-time. It can be taken via distance learning part-time. So it's delivered either on campus or via distance learning. The difference really between campus is that you're required to attend classes at a set time. The distance learning, you choose when you want to learn, but obviously you have timetables that you have to meet in terms of submitting coursework, but it's up to you when you want to do your learning. A lot of people seem to learn, particularly our part-time market will usually learn, do their lessons after work, after maybe kids put to bed and homework done, and that's their time in the evenings. Sometimes they do a lot of learning and also at weekends. So again, it's up to you. You decide if you're doing the distance learning route. So the modules that we have, again, so as I say, we look introductory modules, global business and context, international finance, global marketing, sales and sales development, the digital landscape, and then you go on semester 2 then to do international HRM, global strategy development and implementation, international business research skills and international entrepreneurship. So if you're doing it full time, well, you do the 8 modules from starting September. You will complete them in May, and then once you pass those, you then can move on to your dissertation or your applied research project. So if you're doing it full time, 12 months, part time, 24 months, or if you need longer, look, remember that word flexible. You know, we understand part-time, just commitments with family, work, you know, so sometimes you might need a wee bit of extra time. So there's flexibility built in there, but usually that's what part-time would complete in 24 months. With the advanced practice, now this is really for the full time. If you're a graduate, you don't have the experience and you want to use your master's to give you a supported environment of getting work experience, it's a bit like a placement. So again, you'll do your 8 modules, and then before you move to your dissertation, you can either do an applied consulting project working on a brief from a firm, or else do an internship where you're placed within a company. So again, then once you pass that, you move to your dissertation or applied research project, but all of this is accredited. So it's usually 18 months full-time and it's campus-based. With data analytics, again, most modules, as you can see, are the same. The only difference here is you'll be doing analytics for international business instead of the international HRM module. Again, it can be done 12 months or 24 months, full-time, part-time. So again, the modules, this has a focus really on analytics. This is the HRM course. Again, this module here really focuses on international HRM and also looking at managing and leading people in international organizations. So just a slight difference in terms of this module here. Again, as I say, this can be completed full-time in 12 months and full-time distance learning. It can be completed 24 months part-time at the campus or again via distance learning. So I hope that's clear. So it just gives you flexibility. There's a lot of options for you. How will you be taught? Well, full-time students normally complete 4 modules in each semester. Part-time students complete 2 modules in each semester. Semesters consist of 12-week teaching periods, 2 modules delivered in 6-week blocks. So at the minute, we have it scheduled Mondays and Tuesdays. We offer blended learning. which is live teaching support by digital learning platform as well. So you can have a mixture of campus-based and blended learning, but the Monday and Tuesday time commitment is 9:15 to 4:05 p.m. Um, Obviously, with COVID, we had to move online, so we have a lot of experience in that. But in saying that, we've had over 15 years experience of delivering distance learning courses on top of that. So again, we're hoping to return to campus for the full-time students. So again, more information will be given on that. And distance learning, then you study at a time that suits you. There's no requirement to attend live classes. How will we support you? Well, first and foremost, I'm your course director, and then we have the academic and administrative team. So really, this is the core team that will be looking after you in terms of your course requirements. We also have a staff student consultative committee. That's your opportunity to feed back to us. We have visiting professors, guest lecturers. We offer our Blackboard Learn, which is our online learning platform, with fantastic library facilities, just lovely, really lovely place to learn, which are accessible also from home or your office as well, but on campus, if you can, do try and get in. Gorgeous learning environment. We have comprehensive induction and academic writing supports that will be taking place during Welcome Week. So very important that you sign up for those if you're starting. And then, as I say, we've our alumni, our business community, and again, we create opportunities for you to network. So important in the business world. So what do our students think? Well, I've taught in a number of postgraduate courses over the last number of years. So these are just feedback from students that we've gone through. Gavin, who is Vice President of MasterCard, based in Brussels, so was able to, via the block learning, come in when it suited him, and again, been supported through blended and distance learning. With Gavin, personally, really, I suppose his role is very busy. He really does a lot of global travel. So I think the key word here is the flexibility of the master's program at McGee was fantastic. So I keep saying that word, flexibility. We will do our best to work with you, to support you in terms of getting you the right choice for you. So being from the Northwest and working internationally, it was a great way to keep in touch with local businesses and community colleagues, and also bring that knowledge to us as well. Gavin is a great supporter of our programs at McGee, and I'm sure during this time we'll be hearing from Gavin. My master's has been invaluable in terms of shaping my career, and the studies equipped me with research and confidence to take control of my career. So this is Danielle, who works in the IT sector locally, and has really developed and enabled her to just move forward in her career. COVID-19 is still with us. So far we're doing our best to work with the conditions that we have, but we're continuing to operate safely alongside the pandemic, learning from our shared experience and success over 2 extraordinary academic years. Okay, so staff, yes, we really have done our best to adapt and continue to deliver teaching alongside the pandemic. And we do our best to be, as I say, flexible and responsive in this health context. So it's really important. And we do work with you. We're very student centric. So we hope and expect to come back to campus again in September 2021 and for the new academic year. Again, though, it's subject to public health guidance. And to find out, just keep in touch with, I suppose, this link here, ulster.ac.uk coronavirus. That will give you the information that you need on the updates in terms of that. But look, whatever mode we're learning in, we're never too far away, and technology has taught us, look, that we can come together no matter where we are and learn together. So, we all want to come back to campus, but this is just, I suppose, COVID is something that we have to just be mindful. So in terms of how have we worked with it? Well, our online and weekly teaching, we delivered it online. Staff have been brilliant. My colleagues are just so supportive and so engaged and so responsive to you students. And again, our Students' Union and Campus Life really have provided online events and socialisation and opportunities to meet and engage. So regardless what mode we learn, we still engage with you, our students, work with industry, work with the wider community. We will support your career regardless. And think of all those skills that you're getting working online as well. So again, your business management and leadership education plus transferable skills. And your experience counts so many ways as well in terms of our internships or consultancy careers. That doesn't stop with COVID. So we're still working on those. We actively work with our local employers. And again, we are strengthening research as well to support businesses, and you'll have a role as well in supporting our businesses with your research. So I think that's so valuable as well. So in terms of careers, we're understanding the business through the lens of international business. It's very attractive for employers. Our graduates have gained careers in management, consultancy and leadership across the globe, as you can see from my 2 testimonials as well. We've a lot of graduates working in government agencies, small businesses, as well as the larger multinationals and community sectors also across the globe. And remote working now offers new opportunities for many of our graduates, and you'll be skilled in that because you will have experience of this learning remotely as well, because we do offer that blended approach. So hopefully at 11:30 I have been on time. Really, all I want to say is if you need to contact me now, that's my contact details. Very happy to take questions, and just be assured of a warm welcome if you come to our course, our MSc International Business course at McGee. Sure, we look forward to seeing you. So I'll just open now for questions if you want to type them up, and I'll try and take them. And if not, just let me know that it's okay, and sure, we can end the session. So whatever suits you. I'll leave it a wee minute now for questions.